Hey, what's going on, class? My name is Ryan Glover, and the movie I chose for my presentation is entitled Parajos. It's directed by Carlos Maria Juareguialzo, and the English translation of Parajos is Three Birds. The reason I chose this movie is because, honestly, the Blockbuster near my house has a very limited foreign film section. So after reading the back of a few cases, this movie seemed like it'd be the most interesting and entertaining. I'm going to give you a very brief plot summary before getting into my presentation topic. The film is about a businessman named Gustavo from Buenos Aires, Argentina. Gustavo is given a large suitcase full of money from his boss and is sent to shut down a mine in the San Juan province, which is located in Argentina. The person who was supposed to meet Gustavo and take him to the mine never shows up, so Gustavo is forced to rent a car. Gustavo receives horrible directions, ends up running out of gas, and gets stranded at a roadhouse. For those of you who don't know what a roadhouse is, it is very similar to today's bed and breakfast. While stranded at the roadhouse, Gustavo runs into a drug smuggling pimp, his partner, and a prostitute named Marielle. Gustavo almost gets robbed and murdered by the drug smugglers, but somehow he manages to escape with Marielle. At the end of the movie, Marielle sees her pimp boarding a flight after they get away, and she decides to run back to him, leaving Gustavo and taking all of his money. After watching the film twice, I decided to focus on the prostitution and drug smuggling that goes on in Latin America, specifically Argentina. When you think about drug smuggling in Latin America, I'm sure Argentina isn't the first country that comes to mind. You would probably think about Colombia and Mexico before you even consider Argentina. After I watched the film, I started doing some research on drug smuggling in Argentina and found some very interesting information. Within the last month, 1,000 kilos of cocaine have been seized by police. The cocaine was seized in the ports of Buenos Aires and was destined for Spain and the European markets. Within the last year, Mexican officials have been cracking down on powerful Mexican cartels' ability to move drugs, so a lot of the operations have moved to Argentina. Argentina was previously known for shipping massive amounts of ingredients that can be combined to make methane. Argentinian authorities are going to have their hands full in the future trying to deal with the increase of incoming and outgoing cocaine and other drugs. Prostitution goes on all across the world and is considered to be one of the world's oldest professions. Due to the nature of the class and the time limitations, I'm only going to discuss prostitution in Argentina. Just like in other Latin American countries, there are human trafficking rings in Argentina that are responsible for kidnapping young girls and forcing them into prostitution. There was an article I seen on the CNN website about a mother who was looking for her daughter, who she believes was forced into prostitution. The mother's name is Susan Tremarca and her daughter's name is Marita. Marita disappeared on April 3rd, 2002 after leaving her home one morning for a doctor's appointment. The investigation of her disappearance led police to believe that Marita was kidnapped and forced into prostitution somewhere either in Argentina or Spain. There are laws set in place in Argentina that forces commercial sex workers to live in special houses so they can be monitored and undergo routine supervised medical examinations. Buenos Aires is currently considered one of the world's premier sex trade destinations. In closing, I just want to say that prostitution and drug trafficking are problems that are cross-cultural and have been going on for a very long time. It would be ideal for me to give a blueprint on how we can help or stop what is going on, but that's unrealistic. The purpose of my presentation is to open your eyes so you can be aware of what is going on. Thank you.